Here we go. Hey guys, we're live. A very important evening for not only me, Harry and Jess from the UK, but you, Clara, as a mega Euro fan, and everyone else watching, because we are shortly about to be able to reveal to you guys who can't watch BBC TV who the host city for Eurovision 2023 is. Guys, I'm so freaking excited. I'm going to play. I feel so nervous. I didn't think I would feel this time. But Jess, how are you feeling?
I mean, this is
real, right?
Well, I am all right now, but this is definitely the most excited I've been for a Eurovision host city reveal, I guess because it's in my own country. But I'm happy to go to either Liverpool or Glasgow. I'm not kind of biased over which city it is, but I'm still, so excited and nervous to find out which city it's going to be.
Clara, are you team Liverpool, team Glasgow, team? I don't really care. I just
at this point I'm team I don't really care, because I like the United Kingdom and I loved it. I'm going to have the opportunity to spend so many weeks there. So maybe Glasgow would be very interesting for me as a foreigner because of the architecture and the style, the old style that really inspires me. But I would be happy for any of the cities.
Now, Harry, I think your team Glasgow.
I'm not only wearing this top because it is a Eurovision themed top. It is blue and white, which is the colours of Scotland. So yes, I am 100% team Glasgow.
I was going to say Harry, because for those people that are joining us now, and maybe are not from the UK, so don't know what's happening right now. Basically, live at the moment is the one show on BBC. It's like a topical nightly show that's on for half an hour. We've been told that we're going to get the announcement within the half an hour. Now, we don't know if it's coming in the next few minutes or towards the end of the show, but I know you've got your eyes peeled to BBC Live right now. We're counting on you. Not only us in this live, Harry, but the 100 or so people that watch us right now. We're counting on you to spot that announcement so that we can reveal to all of our viewers who the host city is going to be, where we're going to be spending so much time next year. It's just moving so fast, but it's so weird. Jess, I know it's weird for you as a fellow Brit, right?
It is. And then, it's also weird because we didn't actually win Eurovision. And so I kind of almost feel like we shouldn't really be hosting it, but it's a nice thing what we're doing for Ukraine, obviously. But it's just a very weird scenario in which the Eurovision has kind of turned around for the UK this year. So it's weird and strange, but I'm so happy and excited at the same time.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't wait. I just feel like I'm living in a parallel universe right now, like many other UK fans that thought this day of hosting was a lot further away than next year. But guys, I'm going to go into the live chat because so many of you in there. We've got to say hello to Robbie Keelty. Hey, Robbie. Guys in the live as well, let us know if you're team Liverpool or team Glasgow. There's been potentially a little spoiler today, which we're going to talk about shortly, but hello to you, Robbie Keelty. We've got, hey, Sharon Hobson in the live. Hey, Sharon, how you doing? Your team Liverpool. We've got Lars, who's from Norway. Hello to you, Lars. Nice to see you here. Isi Matt Gaga, so you're saying that apparently the announcement is going to be at the end of the show. So, guys, if Harry's getting away, and you spot the announcement before Harry does, make sure you put it in the live chat.
I can confirm at the moment they've currently got Ollie Murs and Tom Fletcher on speaking about random stuff. I am just waiting for Graham Norton to appear, but I'd imagine it could be at the end of the show.
Hello to Aline Van Rossum. Hello to you, your team Liverpool as well. The city breathes music thanks to the Beatles. I mean, there's not many other cities in the UK that has such a rich musical history, a famous musical history as Liverpool. Not only the Beatles, but lots of other artists from the 50s and 60s especially, which was kind of like the real buzz time for music coming out of Liverpool. So it'd be really exciting to see it in Liverpool. Ben Enty, hello to you, Team Liverpool, as it's the nearest to you. We were talking, I think, in our last live about the unreliability of the UK train system at times. it's pretty easy to get around the UK. Clara, you're someone not from the UK, but you've visited here lots of times.
Yeah.
Pretty easy to get around, right?
Yeah. I think it's very easy to get around. Well, for me, because I have you, and you're a great.
My God.
Don't count me in. But I do remember, like in 2013, I had to get from London to Leeds, and it took forever. Like the trains, I had to do 2 stops and commute to. I don't know. It was a very long drive, but it got me there. So.
And Leeds, of course, was a shortlisted city, one of the 7 shortlisted cities this year. Didn't make it through to the final 2, but lots of people are saying that would have been a great host city as well. I've lived there for a couple of years when I was younger, so I can vouch for Leeds as a great city. We've got Caroline in the live chat. Hello to you. We've got ESC Raf. OHCB. Harry, that's your tag name. I know that. We've got Dylan. Hey, Dylan. Bonsoir. We can't wait to welcome you over to the UK from France next year. We've got, hey, Katarina from Austria.
Hi.
My German is terrible. Guten Abend.
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend. Let us know if you're Team Liverpool or Team Glasgow. Looks like we've got a little while to wait until we find out. Let's have a look. We've got Jose Cao. Hola. Hello to you.
Hola.
We've got Javier. You're following the broadcast from This Is What We Like. Dedication.
Ooh.
Javier, you're following the broadcast from Montreal, Canada. I'm seeing lots of names that I haven't seen in our videos before. So if you are new, guys, please make sure you subscribe to this channel, because we've got so much more to bring you. Clara, tell the guys what's going to be coming up over the next, 9 months now until Eurovision 2023?
Well, we have Junior Eurovision, we have the Spanish Festival, Benidorm Festival, we have all of the national finals, we have FIK, and FIK must be like the closest thing to us right now when it comes to Eurovision national finals, right?
Yeah, I actually can't believe that we're going to have our first song for Eurovision next year in, little over 2.5 months?
Yes. Unless the Czech Republic does the same thing as last year, where they announced it, like they were the first country to announce out of the blue. They changed everything completely. So you never know.
Yeah, I'm going to say hello to Morton V. Hello to you. We always love seeing you in our lives. Your team Liverpool. Oh, I need to see some more Team Glasgow in the live chat. Lots and lots of support.
Come on.
At the moment. Who's on Harry's team? Like I said, I'm now Team Don't Care. A week ago, I was probably Team Liverpool. I'm just so excited it's coming to the UK now.
I'm so excited.
We've got to say hello to Ada S, who I think was in the chat before our video went live. We hope you're back, Ada S. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, Ian McClay, your team Glasgow. Come on, the Glasgow, greatest city in the UK, if not the world. I have to say Glasgow is a city that I have links with. I've got lots of family from Glasgow. I'm just having a look now. I'm sneakily looking at the One Show there, interviewing Sonia, who was the UK's representative in 1993, and some other people about why Liverpool would make the best host. Harry, do you have any idea who Sonia is?
Yes, of course. She was, of course. Yeah, fantastic song. Probably should have won out of the two.
Which song?
I agree.
Yeah. Better the devil you know than the devil you don't.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, one of the best UK entries, in my opinion. It was a great top 2 that year. I can't remember who came third. I think Switzerland. But yeah, fantastic top 2. Of course, it was Ireland's second win in 1993. Maybe they're going to be looking towards UK now. UK is hosting. Ireland had hosted the year before us, before we last hosted. So maybe they're hoping to host the year after. Does that make any sense at all? Because I feel like I just
use
words. Yeah.
I do feel Ireland have a bit of work to do for them to host next year, though. I wouldn't put money on it.
They do, but they have just announced details of their selection. So make sure you go to our website, Eurovoxx.tv, to find out some more information on the Irish selection for 2023. We've got Craig Perry. You're saying it's really evenly split between the fans. I think really everyone is going to be Team I Don't Care by the time we get the announcement. I think there's just so much happiness. One, that we're able to put this show on for the winners this year, Ukraine, and 2 that's coming to the UK after such a long time. There's so much passion for Eurovision in the UK, such a big fan base, that it does feel really great to show Europe now what we can do in terms of putting on a show, because it's been 25 years since we last, 24 years, I can't do maths, 25 years since we last put on a Eurovision show, and there's been so much change. It's a completely different show these days. Jess, I know you were a fan of the 1998 contest, hosting, but what are you hoping to see for next year?
I mean, I think given the circumstances, I would love to see kind of as much Ukrainian representation as possible, you know, given that they are the rightful winners. And, you know, ultimately just, I don't know, I just want to see like a great, big, grand Eurovision, you know, with, you know, amazing semi-finals and an amazing grand final. I just want it to be a very happy, colourful and event, and just, I mean, not that Eurovision isn't that normally, mind you, but I just want something really big and out there, and just to say, like, you know, look at us, look at what we can do, look at what we can produce, sort of thing, and yeah, and then for us to win, of course, and host again.
Yeah, and Clara, it's really important next year as well, especially surrounding the fact that the contest is being hosted on behalf of Ukraine, that maybe it's a real celebration. And some of the negativity that we see surrounding Eurovision at times, and we saw that in Turin as well from some of the fans on social media, it got a bit nasty at times. What do you think about next year? Do you think that people will have calmed down a little? Are you hoping that people will have calmed down a little bit and they can just enjoy it for what it is?
Yeah, I hope they would have calmed down, because at the end of the day, it's a contest about music, and KALUSH Orchestra did have a great song. It was colorful. It was interesting. You could not say that KALUSH Orchestra did not bring an interesting song and catching, and you couldn't take your eyes away from the performance. So I hope we've learned from this.
Yeah, and we've got so many more details to come. I mean, this is just the start, really, because after this, the news will start trickling. We'll start getting logos, slogans, themes. You know, we get information about so important staging. I mean, both the M&S Bank Arena in Liverpool and also the OVO Hydro in Glasgow are both fantastic arenas. Host this contest, and it really makes me excited to think about how they're going to stage it and what kind of stage we're going to get. I mean, what are you hoping for next year, Clara? I know you're very, very tight on all the visuals.
Yeah, well, I hope there's not a kinetic sun to start with.
I was going to say that.
It's the UK, it'll be rain. We'll have lots of water.
Kinetic rain. We're dancing in the rain.
Roof.
We're dancing. Yeah, a lot of British humor also about like the weather, and, you know, very making fun of like the typical British things that tourists also may expect. But when it comes to visuals, I think I would expect from the UK, because there's investment, there's good production opportunities, and it's production-wise is very well developed. I would expect stunning visuals, and maybe like really good backdrop projections.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. I'm a proud Brit tonight. I can't wait to find out where we're going next year. There's been lots of talk on social media over the past couple of weeks about kind of hotel prices in both of the host cities. I mean, this is nothing unusual. We see this. Lots of fans kind of pre-book accommodation in many different cities on many different dates. My advice is never do that, because it just drives up the prices. But I know people are eager for their accommodation for next year. I mean, I've seen stories about hotels in Glasgow at the moment, £14,000 for, you know, a 9-night stay, which is insane. But of course, the cost of attending Eurovision is always a factor for a lot of fans as well. We've seen Eurovision in some cheaper countries like Kyiv in Ukraine in 2017. We've seen it in more traditionally expensive countries, Tel Aviv in Israel, for instance. many of you may know that the UK economy at the moment isn't looking great. The value of the pound has gone down. So hopefully, hopefully for anyone that's not in the UK, if it stays like that, it will open up the opportunities more for people for some countries that might have lower income to come and enjoy Eurovision. It's always fantastic to see the whole community there.
Or just eat potatoes and carrots like me. That's how I save money. I'm joking.
So you're staying with me here in a couple of weeks, and I'm not going to eat potatoes and carrots. I'm just letting you. No, Sarah is an amazing cook, and every time she stays with me, she's literally. It sounds really bad, but you're in the kitchen all the time.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Gladly. I offer my cooking skills for and this accommodation. It's a great deal. It's a really good deal.
Now we've spoken already about Liverpool. Harry, why are you Team Glasgow?
I feel like, well, first of all, I've never been to Scotland in my life, so it'd be really exciting to go there. And also, I just feel personally the city that hosts the contest should be one that is proud to be British, proud to honour, along with Ukraine, the British culture. And I believe out of the two, Glasgow's the one that will do that better for me.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I know Glasgow very well because I have family. I visit there regularly. It's a fantastic city. And similarly to Liverpool, it's the people that make this, the city as well. Such a great personality. I mean, every city has pros and cons. But, I have an affinity to Glasgow. I would be really happy to be travelling up there for Eurovision.
They're saying in the live chat that they're revealing it now.
Oh, Graham Norton has a beard.
My one's behind. My one's
Guys,
behind.
I feel so nervous now.
Mine's still on Tom Fletcher.
I think I'm behind as well.
Graham
Well,
Norton.
we're on iPlayer, aren't we? So it's going to be delayed.
We're slightly behind, guys. So let us know as soon as the announcement comes in. We've got Graham on screen, apparently.
Oh, God.
Here I am in Latvia, not seeing anything at all. So I'm relying on you.
Rich, loving this. You're saying Glasgow and Liverpool are the friendliest cities in the UK. Yeah, great people in both of those cities. Fans visiting are going to have such an amazing time just being surrounded by the populations of both cities.
Oh, I hope so. I mean, I'm going to be surrounded by you guys, so it's going to be
Yeah,
fine.
Gord's just come on my screen now.
Here we go.
Oh, it's coming. I think. Almost.
Guys, if you're just tuning in and we're silent, we're literally just waiting for the announcement.
Oh, I'm
I'm trying to
excited.
think. Who's ahead? Jess, are you ahead of us?
Hey, Fernando.
Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Liverpool. We're going to Liverpool.
Oh,
Oh.
I was told it was going to be Glasgow.
Is it Liverpool?
Oh, it's Liverpool.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, it's
Liverpool.
Definitely Liverpool.
Oh, yes, there we go. Eurovision.
Oh my God.
In Liverpool. Wow, what a fantastic. I can see
Wow.
loads of people in the live already.
Yes.
Johnson. Johan, it's going to be a great show wherever it is in the UK.
Yes.
In Glasgow. We've got Teodora Vasileva. Yes, we are going to Liverpool. Sana V, you're really, really happy. Hey, RJ, how you doing? I'm going to have to start learning Scouse.
What is Scouse?
Scouse is like it's like
the Liverpool accent.
dialect. It's like the Liverpool accent. Just very like this. You have to get used to it. Wow, this is amazing. Well done, Liverpool, but also well done, Glasgow. You put forward a fantastic bid to host the contest. Lots of people were actually thinking it was going to be your name revealed tonight. But really, really happy for both cities. We're heading to Liverpool 2023. Clara, I'm going to hand over to you to let us know how you're feeling.
I'm super excited. I was thinking it was going to be Glasgow because last year when Italy won, we had the rumors of it was going to be Turin, and then the other cities appeared, but it was Turin at the very end. So the first city I heard when it was announced it was going to be in the UK was Glasgow. So I thought, it will be the same case as Turin. It's going to be all of these cities, and then it will be the initial city we heard all of the rumors about. But no, it's Liverpool. It's fantastic. I'm so excited because it has such a rich cultural musical history, and everyone knows about it. And I'm very happy that we are going to get the opportunity to partake in another historical moment that is going to happen in Liverpool. How do you feel?
Harry, have you been to Liverpool before, Harry? I can't remember.
No, I haven't been to Liverpool before. No.
Neither have I.
No.
Virgin.
I don't.
We like that.
I haven't travelled a lot, at least in the UK.
Guys, in the live, if you can, because we're not able to watch it, if you can just let us know if they have announced dates as well, because dates is one of the things. It's a good time actually to talk about the reason why many people thought that it was going to be Glasgow tonight is because Ollie Murs, who incidentally is also on the One Show tonight, had announced his UK tour dates, and he's playing in Liverpool on the 6th of May. So many people thought that if the arena in Liverpool was booked up on that day, then it wouldn't be able to host Eurovision, because as we know, it takes a number of weeks to get ready.
Oh, it's on the 30th of May, says Benenti.
13th of May. Okay,
Yeah.
so
13th. Okay.
It's the 6th of May, Tuesday or a Thursday, because perhaps he's performing.
So apparently semi-final 1 is on the 9th, semi-final 2 on the 11th, and the Eurovision final on the 13th of May. There you have it, guys.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow. We can start making plans. For those of you that are just joining us and have no idea what the hell we're talking about, Liverpool has just been announced as the host city for Eurovision 2023. I know there's a real mix of Team Glasgow, Team Liverpool fans in the live, but it would have been great whichever city it went to. Jess, how are you feeling now that we have our host city?
I'm very excited. I don't know why, but as soon as Graham Norton came on, I was literally like, felt like I couldn't breathe, and I was like really nervous for some strange reason. I personally did think it was going to be Glasgow, just because, it's obviously the UK's hosted Eurovision many times, but it's only ever been to Scotland once. And I figured that, along with, being a great city and having a big BBC presence, that it would most likely be that. But Liverpool, is a great city from what I've heard, and it makes sense being such a musical city. So I'm very excited to visit Liverpool for the first time.
Yeah, it is a fantastic city, and of course it's a city on the water as well. So Clara, I know you were really cold in Rotterdam in 21. Prepare. If the sun's not being kind to us in May, it will be cold down by the water. But yeah, it's a fantastic city, great people. I can't wait for you to experience the kind of Liverpudlian hospitality. It's going to be something really different. Eurovision. Yeah.
I'm so excited now. I can't wait. I'm gonna start saving a lot of money.
I'm just going to say we've got Alicia who's asking where Eurovision with the host city. It is Liverpool in the UK. Javier, yes, Liverpool has not been a host before. So
no.
Whichever city it had been selected out of Glasgow and Liverpool, they both would have been first-time hosts. If it had gone to Glasgow, it would have been the second time only that Scotland had hosted Eurovision. Every other Eurovision hosting in the UK has been in England. So lots of people thought that actually it would have moved to Scotland. However, no, Liverpool first-time host also. Can't wait to see what a Liverpudlian Eurovision will be like. I can see people asking about tickets. Good luck is all I can say. And yes, tickets will be released eventually. It's going to be really difficult to get tickets next year, Harry.
Yeah, I mean, I got quite lucky last year with my tickets. So whatever show, if I get a show, it's be fantastic. And good luck whoever is getting the later tickets and for the final.
Yeah, and I'm just going to put on record, probably for all four of us, to all of our friends who are not really big Eurovision fans that have messaged us over the past few months saying, one, can we get you tickets? No, we can't.
No, sorry.
Two, how do we get tickets? We don't, and you may not. So it's going to be really difficult. There's always such big demand for Eurovision tickets, but I'm really hopeful that as many of you that want tickets can get them for next year. Talking about price, some people I've heard saying that they think it possibly ticket prices may be the most expensive we've seen at Eurovision. What are your thoughts on that, guys?
We keep hearing that every year, actually.
Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, I think Eurovision tickets are always can be quite expensive anyway. But then obviously, you know, like with any show you're watching in an arena, there's always the chance to get cheaper tickets if you sacrifice a good view. So I wouldn't worry too much about the price just yet, because I think there will be choices for more affordable ticket prices.
Or along the year, you can go to the pre-parties, which you can get the chance to experience the songs live, or you can go to events like Helgrote Song Festival in November, things like that.
Do you know what, actually, Clara, that is such a really good point as well. Eurovision is there's lots of opportunities to get involved. We've got the show that you mentioned in November. We've got the pre-parties. Would really love to meet so many of you that have been supporting us over the years at those pre-parties as well. Maybe there will be an extra one. Maybe one in Liverpool. I'm just going to say hello to Emily Freeman. You thought it was Glasgow, but you wanted Liverpool, the city and the country you've wanted to visit for ages. Emily Freeman, where are you visiting from? We can't wait to miss you next year. We can't wait to see you. Did I say? We've got Martin Minshaw. Hey, Martin. You're really excited. It's in Liverpool. You're from Manchester, so very close by. You can do Liverpool from Manchester in a very short amount of time. And you were gutted that Manchester missed out, but so excited to see it come to the Northwest. And I think there was no chance it wasn't going to head up north, Harry.
No, with the BBC moving up there, I want to say last year, with AJ Dudu doing the points and just the whole production of Eurovision, there was no question it was going to go up north. It was just about what part of the north the UK wanted to promote and the BBC wanted to promote, and they've chosen Liverpool, which has a great music industry, and I'm sure we'll have great fun in Liverpool for Eurovision.
Yes. And a lot of Beatles references we're going to hear now on, for sure.
Yeah, and I really hope so. I really hope that Liverpool has the chance to show off Liverpool as part of this contest. It's an amazing stage for a city which has been the cultural capital. What they call it, the culture city of the European city of culture. Yeah. What I'm trying to say previously.
Sorry, the city I'm in now in Latvia, Liepaja, is competing to be the next one.
Ooh, there you go. Nice link. Ben NT BBC will be the home of Eurovision. Well, it will be next May, and we can't wait. I'm just trying to have a look through. There's so many comments. So I just got to say hello to Yellow Dragon Plays, who's been commenting as well. Thank you so much. Also to Annie Lavy confirming the dates for us. We've got Poll TV. You're definitely Team Liverpool. You can't wait for the contest next year. Booker, you're not a Liverpool fan. You're in Glasgow, I guess, but we look forward to welcoming you in Liverpool next year. Sam Hartley, a really valid point. Northern has never hosted. Well, Harrogate did host Eurovision in 1982, which is a northern. I'm not even sure if Harrogate's a city or maybe just a town. But I think that was the only time it's been hosted in the north of England. Of course, we have been further north with Edinburgh as well, hosting in 1972. But in recent decades, no. We're just happy to have it coming back to the UK. We've got Theodora, you're happy that it's Liverpool. Still trying to find all of your comments, guys. Martin Minshaw, you're saying, have we seen the logo release? It's the Ukraine flag, so fully on board. No.
Is it on Instagram? Like, has Eurovision posted it on Instagram? Because if that's the case,
is it something that's literally just been released? If someone can let us know in the live where we can see that, we'd love to go and have a look, and we can give you our reaction.
Oh yes, it is. It's just the thumbnail. It's the actual Eurovision flag. It's just like the thumbnail of a reel.
Oh, it's showing us something else. I don't know, but okay, we will check that out. So we're still waiting on the official logo for Eurovision 2023. Is that what you're saying?
I think I think the official logo, like Sound of Music stuff. Yeah, that's
it's
what.
It's a Ukrainian flag.
Yes. Okay. That's a great touch, and obviously we will get the actual contest logo will come. Normally we get that just before Christmas or just after. I can't remember. I remember with Rotterdam, we got everything pretty early on, but the Dutch are well known for their time.
I think it varies.
I think we might have gotten last year during Junior Eurovision at the end, or on the actual final.
No, I believe we got the Sound of Music like a couple days before the allocation draw, so that would have been January, late February, I think, around that time.
Right, we're going to move away from Eurovision 2023 very quickly. Best stage, worst stage. Jess, go.
I loved the stage from 2009 and also from 2015 it was. Stages I'm not keen on. I've liked all the stages. I think they've all been good in their own way. I'd maybe say either 2008 or 2011 just because they were quite small.
Clara.
For me, a stage I didn't like was 2014 in Copenhagen because it had like, it was very triangular and it had like some, I don't know, there was a very angled stage with a lot of corners I didn't really like. But I really liked the one in Portugal because it forced people to use visuals differently.
Harry.
Weirdly enough, both my answers are from Sweden. So my favourite stage is 2016, with the like model runway, and then 2013 is my least favourite, just because it made the venue seem like very small, in my opinion.
Well, I'm going to go really, really way back, and we mentioned it already, but I was going to say Harrogate in 1982, but actually Munich, I think, in 1983 was also pretty disgusting. That was the kind of carryover of the Browns from the 70s, just not very appealing. And actually, 2016, one of the best, but also I'm going to say 2018 in Lisbon, just because of the great staging they put on without the use of LEDs, and people didn't think they would be able to. So very, very clever staging there. And Ben Enti, you're saying your worst was 2015, best one in 2016. We've got Ian Williams in the live. You're saying it's so close to where you live, so you're looking forward. Semis are going to be on BBC One.
Yeah.
For those of you that are kind of new to Eurovision, we don't normally get the semi-finals on BBC One. We normally get them on either BBC Three or BBC Four.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just showing actually how much the BBC is putting into it. That they're going to be on primetime channels, and confirming the Ukraine flag in the middle of the heart. We've just seen it on BBC One. We've got Rye Bailey in the house.
Hey!
You're happy that it's Liverpool. Let's have a. Sorry, this is quite a joke, but Pippa Soros would love to see Nicola Sturgeon sickened face right now. I mean, we can't take it away from the Glaswegians and the Scots as well, because they would have put on a fantastic show. The fact that it's going to Liverpool, there will be many, many different reasons for that. And it's not necessarily that one city is better than the other. There will be lots and lots of technical reasons as to why it is going to Liverpool. It's not just which city do the BBC prefer or the EBU prefer. Lots and lots of technical reasons. We saw a couple of weeks ago that Birmingham had been knocked out due to the height of the roof. The roof on the arena was short by a matter of inches. So yeah, there will be technical reasons for this, but both cities were destined to put on a great show. But we will be heading to Liverpool next year. Some of you saying that you've never been to Liverpool before, so Rye Bailey as well. You've never been to Liverpool, so you're excited to go, and we will get to meet you finally, Rye Bailey. British and non-British Eurovision fans. We're really hoping to meet as many of you as possible. We met a good number of you in Turin this year, and that was fantastic. And shout out to Francesca Sant'Ambrogio, who we spent a lot of time with outside the arena, who's been one of our biggest supporters over the years, and was lovely to meet you face to face. Bubble Pirate wants to know which artist would we like to see participate for the UK? Fleur East.
Yeah, she's my number one. I'd also love to see Emily Sandé as well, but I don't think that would ever happen.
Actually, with this rumor about Ollie Moores, got me thinking that might be a really cool act. But I think he's too big for that. And Tom Fletcher, when you said that he was on the show, like, oh, do you think he would do it? I would love a McFly entry, actually.
Yeah, someone's still on the one show. They might just be, the second part of that show might just be announcing they're the act. But my two picks are probably two youngish artists. There's an artist called Becky Hill, which would be really good for Eurovision, got a fantastic voice. And also there's an up-and-coming one called Maisie Peters, which I think would be really good.
Well, I looked her up.
Yeah, she's really good. Although, fun fact, Maisie Peters. She's a singer-songwriter. Yes. She signed to Ed Sheeran's record label. Although, fun fact, around January time this year, I listened to a song called More by the one and only King himself, Sam Ryder. And I messaged one of my friends saying, wouldn't it be fantastic if he represented the UK in Eurovision? So, and 2 months on, it actually happened. So maybe I am the predictions on the UK act.
Yeah, or it'd be great to see Electro Velvet get back together and come back in.
We'd like more than 1 year of credibility, Andy. Come on.
But no, Maisie Peters is definitely a name that I've heard people saying they would love to see her at Eurovision. Very, very talented. Check her out, guys, actually, because I'm sure you will like her stuff. But, guys...
I actually had a breakup 3 years ago and was crying to one of her songs.
Oh.
Like My Favorite Ex, I think it's called, something like that.
Yeah, I'm literally about to sneeze. One sec. Talk.
Well, I've never heard of Maisie Peters before, so I'm definitely going to have to check her stuff out.
Yes, really good artist.
Yeah. But guys, if you're not watching us live, do make sure you comment down below. We want to know how you're feeling about Liverpool being announced as a host city for Eurovision 2023. What do you think about Maisie Peters representing the UK at Eurovision next year, or Electro Velvet and Scooch making a comeback? That would be a great sixsome.
Don't put Maisie Peters in the same bracket as Scooch and Electro Velvet, Andy. Come on.
I guess if we have...
I'd be for Blue coming back, actually, and reclaiming the victory
That's
that
not
they should have
terrible.
in 2011. I can, and they couldn't. But yeah, there's so much talent in this country. It'd also be great to see a local Liverpudlian act. So much musical talent in Liverpool. Wouldn't it be great to have a Liverpudlian singer? Someone really singing.
I love the word Liverpudlian. I've never heard it before.
If you're from Liverpool, you can say that you're a Scouser or you're a Liverpudlian, which is the posh way. In May, we're all going to be Scousers. I'm saying that now. Stephen Roy, Electro Velvet, Scooch, and Gemini. Oh, God. Gemini was from Liverpool, I think, or
really?
Yeah.
I'm sure Gemini were from.
Oh, they were as well.
They could just give us a crash course in how not to do Eurovision.
Yeah, we've been talking about all the musical history coming out of Liverpool. Sometimes they don't quite get it right, and Gemini is the example. And a Cilla hologram, Cilla Black, yes. Of course, one of the most famous musical artists. R.I.P. Cilla. I always think of Cilla and Lulu, and of course Lulu is from Glasgow. We've got Cilla from Liverpool. I can't wait to see how much Sonia is going to be involved in Eurovision. So nice to see her on the one show today. DJ Parody, Atomic Kitten. There we go. I loved
Me too.
Me too.
And they were good vocalists as well. We're getting some Atomic Kitten love in the live chat. Girls, if you're watching, maybe reform. You can come back and represent the UK. And Eurovision with Cilla Black was a singer and later on a TV presenter personality from the 60s, but she was very well known all the way through to her death, which I think was probably about 10 years ago. Maybe she presented a very, very famous show in the 80s and 90s called Blind Date, and I'm sure there's been many versions of that sold around the world. Also a very well-known song called Anyone Who Had a Heart, which is a lovely song, which incidentally was covered by Atomic Kitten. So keeping it in the pool. Guys, have we got anyone from Liverpool in the chat? Because if we have, we'd love to hear your reaction. Javier, Sophie Ellis Bextor for Eurovision?
I mean, after Sam Ryder, I would
No.
say no.
Because I saw Sophie Ella-Baxter live at a festival I was at this year. She's the kind of person that she'll have disco music on and she'll just be the person in the audience dancing around to it, like just low energy movement. I just think we wouldn't do very well with her. Sorry.
Yeah, the thing is, we've got some great recording artists that aren't necessarily always the best live vocalists, and they have to be able to fill an arena as well. And I think sometimes that's what people forget. You get singers that sound great in a studio. You can get singers that sound great in a big live space and in a studio. You can get some singers that really bring it home when they're live. And I would like to see someone that's able to bring it home live for the UK. Twonk, is Engelbert still alive? He is, but I'm not sure whether he would give it another go. We've got Rich, you are from Liverpool, but you live in Murcia, Spain. Or Murcia?
Murcia.
Can you speak Spanish, Rich? Because if you can, we can hand over to Clara.
Hola, mi bebé. Everyone can speak that now.
Liverpudlians are the friendliest people around in the UK. They are. I love the people from Liverpool. Ben Enter, you think Sonia will be there? I think she will. Try keeping her away is all I can say.
I mean, considering she's been in all the promo videos for Liverpool's post bid, she's obviously not just going to disappear now. So we'll be seeing a lot more of her, I'm sure.
Well, she is very, very tiny.
Oh yeah.
Like, you could easily lose her. But yeah, I'm sure she's not going to disappear. So I was trying to be funny there, and I realised by looking.
Well, listen, I'm tiny and I haven't disappeared yet. So.
I was going to say she's probably still taller than half the people in this live stream, and I'm including myself in that.
Oh, okay.
and me maybe.
Cat Wellham on OMD from Liverpool. You know what? I don't know actually. OMD, that's Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark. Fantastic 80s act, I think. Listen to the song Souvenir. Fantastic.
They're from Merseyside.
There you go. And also Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark. There was a song called Walking on the Milky Way is another good one by them. Ryan Bailey, Little Mix for the UK. Well, they're on a break. So if they would get back together for 2020.
That would be amazing.
Or only for Eurovision. They don't have to get back together forever and ever.
Yeah, no, little bit.
I'm pretty sure one of them is signed to TAP. I can't remember which one.
I think it's Leanne.
It's on my head. Yeah, Leanne, that's it. Yeah, she's signed to TAP. She was rumoured for this year, actually.
Well, that would be amazing. Rich say maybe we can bring back the Lightning Seeds. I think the Lightning Seeds are probably... I think that ship has sailed, in my opinion. There's going to be so much young, fresh talent in not only Liverpool, but all around the UK. I'll be really excited to see. Maybe we could have a Scottish artist. They got through to the final two to host. So maybe they could send an artist to Eurovision to make up for that.
Emily Sandé.
Guys, I'm loving you lot. Leslie Ann Hamilton. What about John Barnes doing the Anfield rap? Clara and Jess, I bet have no idea.
I don't know who that is or what.
Yes, of course I know the Anfield rap. Yeah.
I know Anfield is something football related, but
an old football.
It's the Liverpool football stadium.
Oh.
And of course, we've been talking about Team Liverpool and Team Glasgow tonight, but girls, by the time you get to Liverpool next year, you're going to have to choose whether you're Team Liverpool or Harry, Team
Everton's the other one, or the third choice. The third choice over here somewhere.
Yeah. West Ham.
No, you can choose West Ham.
So yeah, you girls, you're going to have to choose a football team as well by May next year. Booker, Bonnie Tyler with Harold. With auto-tune. Sorry, I'm not sure if she would want to do it again. Ryan Bailey is saying hopefully we'll have a female artist next year for the UK because we have had 3 males in a row actually. Good point.
Yeah.
Who did we have in 20? When was the last one before COVID? 2019.
Michael Rice, 2019.
It's bigger than us.
Theoretically, we've had a male 4 years in a row, then, haven't we? Michael Rice,
yeah, in theory, yeah.
James Newman, and Sam Ryder. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it will be a female artist for next year. Eurovision with Sis Joss Stone. I've not heard anything from Joss Stone for such a long time.
Is she still going? Is she still around? I have no idea.
She still have that fake American accent. Ben Enty, Rebecca Ferguson as well. Great Italian
She's
artist.
got a great voice.
She has got a fantastic voice, and would love to see the type of songs that she would bring to Eurovision.
On similar style to Rebecca Ferguson, there's a great artist out called Celeste, who I think would be fantastic for Eurovision. If anyone's heard of her.
Very, very similar voice. Very, very raw. Doesn't always get it bang on live, I don't think. The voice can sometimes be a little bit over the place, but yeah, she's a fantastic recording artist. And she, of course, performed at the last big BBC event, which was the Platinum Jubilee celebrations for the Queen, RIP. And that was not that long ago, was it? When was that? June? It
was just before the UK, June.
I might have just made that up. But guys, we're going to wrap it up now. Thank you so much. And just hello to Michael Tube HD. You can always come back and chat to us. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Follow us on our socials. You will always see when we're going live. Eurovision 2023 season is only really just starting. We're going to get so much more news.
Yes.
We look forward to bringing that to you. So, make sure you subscribe and follow us. And we would love to chat to you more and possibly see you in Liverpool next year. Holly Valland for the UK. She's too rich now to do Eurovision. She's married. I can't remember who she's married, but he's loaded. Someone famous. Martin Minshaw, now try and book a hotel. Yeah, we might leave that. I don't think I'll put strength. But guys, thank you so much. And Stephen Roy, I see you in the live chat as well. Thank you so much for all your kind comments, guys. Make sure you subscribe. And until the next video, see ya. And if we don't see you before, we'll see you in Liverpool 2024. See ya.
Bye.